Tommy.
Looks good, Tom.
It's perfect.
I'd like to convene the meeting of the May 15th City Council meeting, and we please join this young lady in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, honey.
Nice job.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wait your turn.
And our roll?
Belzak.
Here.
Gustafson. Kenny.
Here.
Legansky.
Here.
Shower.
Here.
Stompanato.
Here.
Sullivan.
Here.
6 present and 1 absent.
We have a quorum. Takes us to questions and comments and announcements of a general nature. Does anybody in the audience have anything not on our agenda that tonight? We'll move on from that. We'll go to approval of the minutes from May 1st, 2023. I'm looking for a motion, Alderman Shower, seconded by Alderman Kenny. Any questions or comments? If none, the roll.
Shower.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Belzak.
Aye.
Sullivan.
Aye.
Stompanato.
Aye.
Legansky.
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
The minutes have been approved. Takes us to receiving of communications. Do any of the aldermen have communications they'd like to share? Alderman Legansky.
Thank you, Mayor. Got a communication from Debbie Nelson regarding some weeds from the condo association coming into her yard. Dan, I forwarded to Dan already, so I called her back today and said that I guess the creeping Charlie
An invasive species,
invasive
which will
species, right?
but the high grass, just so everyone knows, and,
Yeah, thank
and
you.
residents out there, the city does have a code in regards to landscape maintenance. Their landscape maintenance is any grasses and or weeds or native plantings that are over 8 inches tall. When I say native plantings, whether it's invasive, whether it's a dandelion, may be considered a native planting, but nonetheless, anything over 8 inches is a violation against the property maintenance code, and we do enforce that. So again, we encourage residents to give us a call if they see this, where it's unmaintained or not maintained. So give us a call. We'll be more than happy to send our code enforcement officer, especially this time of the year. This is the time of the year where we find out who's really lacking maintenance skills is probably the best way to put it. But give us a call.
Right. Well, I talked to her today, and she was very happy with your response, so thank you.
Dan, I think it's typical on those. We'll send out a notice or a door hanger of some type. We're not ticketing on the first notice of somebody who has high grass or weeds, but if it perpetuates or if it continues throughout the summer, then we might issue a ticket on that case. But normally we don't on the first.
Correct. We're very strict on that. It's basically a 7-day notification process. If that 7th day it's not mowed, we will send the city's contracted quoted mower operations out there, and we will back charge the owner of the property. In some cases, it results in a lien, but nonetheless, it is charged back, and we do get full restitution, whether when the house property sells or the owner is back in town, whatever the case is.
Anything else? Anybody else have communications? Mary?
I have been receiving several communications from residents down in my Ward 5 area regarding the reopening of Myers Woods, which is at Oldfield Road. I did reach out to the Park District, and they're wrapping up the construction of the new pavilion and the repairs and new wall around the playground, and they're anticipating it being reopened by Memorial Day weekend. And I just shout out to the Park District. They did an excellent job in building that new structure, and the park looks great. And they also did some maintenance on much needed maintenance on the equipment. And Dan and I have been in communication, and he's continuing to progress and get quotes and the repair work that needs to happen along North Frontage Road sidewalk will be going to municipal services for review so that hopefully work can get done in the near future.
I apologize. I did get a phone call from a young lady regarding the fence along the frontage road, and I told her to call you, and then she told me, well, she'd already called you, but she didn't get any answer, so then she called me. Did young lady?
I did not hear from anybody.
Last name Jacob at all?
Did not hear from her.
Okay.
She did not call me
Okay.
or email me.
All right.
Anyone else? Any communications? All right, that takes us to the mayor's report. The first item on the mayor's report is a mayoral proclamation regarding motorcycle safety. Whereas safety is the highest priority for the highways and streets of our city and state, and whereas the great state of Illinois is proud to be a national leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, and whereas motorcycles are a primary, common, and economical means of transportation that reduces fuel consumption and road wear and contributes in a significant way to the relief of traffic and parking congestion. And whereas it is especially meaningful that the citizens of our city and state be aware of motorcycles on the roadways and recognize the importance of motorcycle safety. And whereas the members of Duquesne Abate of Illinois Incorporated, which is a brotherhood aimed towards education, continually promote motorcycle safety, education, and awareness in high school drivers' education programs and to the general public in our city and state, presenting motorcycle awareness programs to over 120,000 participants in Illinois over the past 8 years. And whereas all motorcyclists should join Duquesne Abate of Illinois Incorporated in actively promoting the safe operation of motorcycles, as well as promoting motorcycle safety, education, awareness, and respect of the citizens of our city and state. Whereas the motorcyclists of Illinois have contributed extensive volunteerism and money to national and community charitable organizations, and whereas during the month of May, all roadway users should unite in a safe sharing of roadways within the city of Darien and throughout the great state of Illinois. Therefore, I, Joseph A. Marquez, Mayor of the city of Darien, in the great state of Illinois, in recognition of 36 years, Duquesne Abate of Illinois Incorporated, and over 352,318 registered motorcyclists statewide, and in recognition of the continued role Illinois serves as a leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, do hereby proclaim this month of May 2023 as Motorcycle Awareness Month in the city of Darien, and urge all motorcyclists to join in an effort to improve safety and awareness in our roadways. And I don't think anybody's here from Abate tonight. They did know we were going to read this tonight, but obviously they're not here. The second item on our agenda tonight is consideration of a motion to advise and consent the appointment of Jonathan Johnson to the Planning and Zoning Commission. And as noted, this is to fulfill the vacancy left by Alderman Stompanato when he was elected as alderman for the city of Darien. I'm looking for a motion. Alderwoman Sullivan, second by Alderman Belzak. Any questions or comments? If none, the roll.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Luganski,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
It's been approved. Jonathan, you want to come forward and be sworn in?
To here or over here?
Over here, please. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jonathan Johnson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
Planning and Zoning Commission
Planning and Zoning Commission
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. If you can sign this. Hope you just closed it.
Jonathan,
That's
you'll be
okay.
getting your packet electronically, and
And then this is for
I don't know
you.
when we have our
Thank you.
next
That's where I
meeting.
got my start too, was planning and zoning.
Congratulations.
There's hope for you.
Thank you. Thanks for service.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Ralph, I told Jonathan he's going to really enjoy this committee.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. The next item is consideration of a motion to advise and consent of the appointment of Sherry Gillespie to the Economic Development Committee. And we were told that Sherry would be here tonight. Sherry's appointment is to take the place of Nick Pitzer, who served on the committee for the last 4 years. And Nick moved his business out of Darien and does not live in Darien, and his term is actually ending in June. So we informed Nick of that, and he actually submitted a resignation. So this is in place of, Sherry will be serving in place of Nick. So I have a motion to approve. Alderman Schauer, second by Alderman Legansky. Any questions or comments? In the roll?
Shower,
Aye.
Legansky,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
And Sherry's not here, so we'll have to swear her in at a EDC meeting.
Right.
All right. You know, I have one other item here that's not on the agenda. Darien is served by 2 high school districts. As you know, District 86, Hinsdale South High School, and District 99. And to a certain extent, we have more of an opportunity to note accomplishments of students at Hinsdale South High School. But I get weekly updates from District 99. Lauren Mahalik is the communications specialist, and she sends me updates. And one came across the other day that I wanted to make mention of. And again, these 3 students are not Darien residents, but I think they're worthy of the honor of being mentioned. South High School students Ted Dulles, Alan Quack, Taran Saran Ahali, and South High School teacher Brandy Palmerin were named the state winner for Illinois in the 2022-2023 Samsung Solve for Tomorrow contest. The competition challenges students to explore the role of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and how that can play in solving some of the world's most pressing issues. And they basically looked, it's called Project Lead the Way, which is a program they have there, and the students focused on the societal problem of date rape. And as part of winning, South High School in Downers Grove will receive $12,000 in a prize package, including Samsung products and classroom resources, plus the opportunity to work with a Samsung employee mentor. And I thought this is really a big deal. This is, you know, as a former educator, I like to make note of students who do well. And I'm going to look for opportunities to mention things with regard to District 99, South High School, as well as Hinsdale South High School. And hopefully, in the future, I'll have a few Darien residents who will go to South High School that I'll be able to mention. But I wanted to note these 3 because I thought this was really a nice deal. And that concludes, one other thing. We have our Darien Dash coming up on Sunday, the 21st of May. It's going to start at the Swim and Recreation Club. What we're going to do this year is, if you may remember, we have a young woman by the name of Paige Hollendonner. Paige is Miss Northern Suburbs, and Paige will be competing in the Miss Illinois contest this summer. And most communities have a send-off for an individual like Paige, and we were contacted by her mom and asked to have a send-off. And we were kind of informed kind of late, where we really couldn't plan a real big send-off. But what we're going to do is Sunday, when I get the microphone, I'll be introducing Paige, and we'll be mentioning how she's going to the Miss Illinois contest, and we'll also be giving her, I think, a bouquet of flowers and wishing her well. And then she'll get to ride in the pace car with me and Mr. Nick Darien, and she'll be able to do her wave and wear her crown and her sash. And Paige is a wonderful young woman. I want you to know that. Paige is for teaching sign language. She thinks it would be important to communicate to people the importance of sign language. And she actually put herself through Carthage College through the Miss Illinois contest. So the young woman has achieved a lot. And so if you get a chance to be there Sunday, you might want to cheer her on. So that's my end of my mayor's report. And with that, we'll go to the city clerk report. Joanne?
One item, city offices will be closed on Monday, May 29th, in observance of the Memorial Day holiday.
Thank you. City administrator report, Brian?
No report, Mayor. Thank you.
Department head information and questions. Any questions for Chief Thomas or for Dan? Or does the chief have something he wants to
I have just something real quick. This is Police Week. In 1962, President Kennedy and Congress deemed that the week that May 15th falls within is National Police Week. It's created to honor police officers who risk their lives every day in the line of duty. In 2022, 323 officers were shot. 60 officers were killed just by gunfire. In total, 246 officers died in the line of duty. 8 of them from Illinois, and 2 of them were personal friends, Sergeant Ken Thurman and Officer Brian Shields from the Aurora Police Department. You think it doesn't happen here? In 2022, we had 12 use of force situations, so it happens all over the place, and so hats off to the officers that work the street to make sure that we're safe in Darien.
And then, of course, we have our our Cop on the Roof program this Friday.
Oh, sorry, yes, absolutely. Another program that the police department's heavily involved in is supporting Special Olympics. There's a fundraiser this Friday that police are involved in called Cop on Top. So officers will be at the Dunkin' Donuts on Cass Avenue taking donations. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Anything for Dan? Or Dan, anything that you want to?
Just for the general public, 67th and Clare Hills Road, the traffic signal is in the process. Borings, we're starting work, began today. So if there's any questions from residents in regards to the traffic signal proposed for 67th and Clare Hills Road, as well as the sidewalk that's proposed for Clare Hills Road, please feel free to give us a call at 630-353-8105. You're welcome, Regina. Thank you.
At 8106.
Thanks, Dan.
It's 8106.
It takes us to our Treasury's report. Mike Warren, 22, 23, 26.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, I'm requesting council's approval of warrant number 22, 23, 26 in the amount of $576,558.30 from the listed funds.
Motion to approve, Alderwoman Sullivan, seconded by Alderman Shower. Any questions or comments? If none, the roll.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Legansky,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
The warrant's been approved. Our second warrant, 23-2402. Michael?
Okay, requesting council's approval of the second warrant of the new fiscal year of 23-2402 in the amount of $183,723.30 from the listed funds, and payroll for the period ended May the 4th in the amount of $354,487.59 for a total be approved of $538,210.89.
Motion to approve. Alderman Kenny, seconded by Alderman Stompanato. Any questions or comments? If none, the roll.
Kenny,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Legansky,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
Warrant's been approved. Takes us to standing committee reports. Do any of the chairmen have reports for the council tonight? Alderman Belzak?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Municipal Services Committee will have their next meeting Monday, May 22nd at 6 p.m. in council chambers.
Thank you. Alderwoman Sullivan?
The Administrative Finance Committee will have its next meeting on Monday, June 5th at 6 p.m. in the conference room upstairs in City Hall.
Thank you. Alderman Kenny?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The police committee met this evening and passed the minutes for the January 16th, 2023 meeting. They'll be getting over to the clerk's office, and our next meeting, pending agenda items, will be for Monday, June 19th, 2023, at 6 p.m. across the parking lot in the police training room.
Thank you. It takes us to questions and comments, agenda related. Anybody in the audience have questions regarding anything on our agenda? If none, we move to old business. There being none, we'll move to the consent agenda. And just let the record show that we moved new business item A to the consent agenda, and now it is new item C. Item A, consideration of a motion to approve the annual 4th of July parade on Tuesday, July 4th, 2023, beginning at 9:30 a.m., sponsored by the Darien Lions Club, and authorizing the police department to assist in traffic control and authorizing the temporary closure of streets for the 4th of July parade from the Jewel parking lot north on Cass Avenue to 71st Street, east on 71st Street to Clarendon Hills Road, south on Clarendon Hills Road to Hinsdale South High School. Item B, consideration of a motion granting a waiver of the $50 a day fee for the Class J temporary liquor license for the Darien Lions Club. And item C, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution to accept a proposal for Suburban Laboratories Incorporated for the 2023-2024 bacteriological and chemical radiological LT2 water sampling program in an amount not to exceed $9,640. Motion to approve. Alderman Belzak, seconded by Alderman Shower, and the roll.
Belzak.
Aye.
Shower.
Aye.
Sullivan.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Legansky.
Aye.
Stompanato.
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 absent.
The consent agenda has been approved. It takes us to questions and comments and announcements of a general nature. Does anybody have anything for the council? Mary?
Just it's been in the Direct Connect, and we'll be promoting it quite a bit, but the save the dates for the summer concert series. It was a very popular event and gained a lot of momentum as the summer progressed last year. This year, it will be again at Carriage Greens, and pretty much the last Thursday of the month of June, July, and August. So it's Thursday, June 29th. The band will be Beyond the Blonde. Thursday, June 27th, The Mix. Thursday, August 31st, Reckless. And the Saturday, September 23rd, there will be an Oktoberfest at Carriage Greens in conjunction with the Darien Lions Club.
Thank you, Mary. Anyone else? I'd just like to make an announcement. Kathy Street with the Darien Garden Club asked me to remind people that there's a garden bazaar and plant sale Saturday, June 3rd, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at St. John's Lutheran Church. There's also a Pollinator Week celebration on Sunday, June 25th from 1 to 3 at the Indian Prairie Public Library. This is really a great group of people. If you go around Darien and you see our milkweed plants, we are part of what's called the pollinator group. Our park district is involved, the schools are involved, we are involved, and Kathy Street and the Garden Club has now grown to about 80 to 90 people in that organization. So we're really proud of that, and we're really proud of how they beautify our city. If no one has anything else, I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn. Alderman Shower, second by Alderman Kenny. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.